At the heart of every SaaS sales process, whether you run a self-service SaaS business or a sales-driven one, is your product demo. Now, giving a proper SaaS product demo is almost like a black art. I'm convinced it's a black art because you want to highlight the features, but at the same time, you don't want to overwhelm the buyer. You want to hit the right points. You want to hit the different constituents that are part of the buying process. So how do you do that? In this episode, I'm going to give you my 4 golden principles for giving an unstoppable product demo. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK, and on this channel, I help SaaS founders like you accelerate your path to the next stage of growth with an unstoppable strategy. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so that you get notified every single time I drop an episode every Sunday, Wednesday, or Friday with the TK energy. And if you're already part of my SaaS go-to-market coaching program, if you're part of this community, welcome back. It's really great to see you here. Now, having grown ToutApp from 0 to 7 million ARR, having been part of Marketo's executive team, where we did a 2-year transformation and sold it to Adobe for $4.75 billion, across that entire journey of running SaaS businesses, I've been part of thousands of SaaS product demos. Whether it was to build a product demo for a multi-million-dollar deal, whether it was building a product demo for our video and our self-service side, or whether it was building a product demo for a keynote in front of 5,000 people, I found these 4 golden principles that you had to hit for a great SaaS product demo. So I'm gonna walk you through that right here. If you're excited to dig in, go ahead and smash that like button, and let's get right into it. Now, here's the number one thing. When you're giving a product demo, this is like after the intro and all of that other stuff, what you wanna do, principle number 1, is you wanna go right into the action shot. Now, a lot of times in demos, you may want to set the stage. You may want to say, this is our account, let me log in. Your best demo is going to kind of be like a Joe Rogan podcast. You know how in a Joe Rogan podcast, they just jump right into it. He's in mid-conversation, almost mid-sentence, in the middle of the action. And you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And you're digging in. That's how you want it to be. You want to jump right into the action shot. You want to zoom in to the part of the product that is the core product loop, right? There's a certain core product loop that exists for every SaaS business, and we talk about this in this channel quite often. This core product loop is for your primary user, and this primary user uses your software every single day, and they log in and they do this one thing. That's your core product loop. And what you want to do is you just want to zoom into just that part where they're like, okay, here's a user, and identify the user, here's the primary user. On a given day when they're using our product, here's how they're going to do X, and X is the big workflow that they're running. You want to jump right into that action shot. Why? The reason for this is people want to see what the result of the software is. They don't care about your colors, they don't care about your fancy login screens, they don't care about your integrations. What they really care about is the result they're gonna get and the workflow and the experience that that person's gonna have. So you wanna zoom in right into that action shot right in the beginning and say, look, here's our core product loop, here's how it works. When it came to ToutApp, our big core product loop was sending an email. I was a salesperson, I needed to follow up on a deal, I need to send this email. So that's where we would start off that action shot. We would just jump right in and say, hey, look, we're in Gmail, we integrate into Gmail, here's ToutApp. I just need to follow up on a deal, here's how it works. And I just walked through those steps. And what you wanna do is zoom into essentially your core product loop and get right into that action shot. That's principle number 1 for the primary user. The second thing you need to do is once that core product loop is kind of done, what you want to highlight is how the software actually does things for you automatically for the primary user because you're a SaaS product. This is what I call essentially the no hands play. The no hands play is a thing where when a user actually hits the submit button or the send button, a whole bunch of amazing things probably gets done by your SaaS software behind the scenes. This could include the fact that it's syncing the data to other systems. This could include that it's calculating things. This could include that it's triggering other workflows, right? Whatever it may be, once that core workflow kind of gets done, that core product loop, your software goes to work for that user. And what you want to highlight in this next part is this no hands mode. It's a no hands mom part where you're saying, look, for the primary user that wants to do their workflow, the software goes to work behind the scenes and does all of these things on their behalf. In the case of ToutApp, once you sent an email, we would track that email, we would update Salesforce, we would monitor what would happen on that email and then trigger back to you when someone opened that email or clicked on that link. We did a lot more than that, but that was one of our core workflows. And we showed that, and that, hey, you don't have to do anything anymore. The primary user doesn't have to do anything. You just need to kind of sit with no hands and let the software do the work. So that's kind of the first two pieces of your product demo. You don't want to mess around with any of the setup. You don't want to mess around with any of the login or any of that stuff. You just want to show, here's the core product loop, and once they get done with the core product loop, which you're going to do over and over and over, here's all the work the software does behind the scenes. You guys starting to get this? Now, before I go into 3 and 4, let me just pause here for a second. If you're starting to see how you would already change your product demo, how you would tighten it, how you would focus in on the action shot and the no hands mode, let me just get a yes in the chat below. And also smash that like button while you're at it for the YouTube algorithm. All right, now, once you've done with the core product loop and the no hands mode, this is primarily serving the primary user, right? Your demo so far is talking about the primary user. And you're saying, look, here's essentially who the primary user is, and here's what they're getting out of the platform. Next, you actually want to make sure your product demo caters to 2 other groups of people. One group is the manager and the other is the buyer. Let's talk about the manager first. The third principle that you need to incorporate into your unstoppable demo is the fact that ultimately there's going to be this primary user, but then there's also going to be this manager, someone that manages that employee that's using your SaaS software over and over and over, right? And what you want to show is how, because the workflow is now going to be running on your SaaS platform and they're going to be running this core product loop every day and it's going to be doing all these things automatically, there's some benefits in terms of the manager. Now, this comes in 2 ways, right? The first way it really comes is through visibility. A manager cares about visibility. They want to know what their employees are doing, if they're doing it right, and if they're doing it in the right way. The other thing that comes are controls, right? Controls are audit controls, security controls, limitations, governance. All of these things are valuable in SaaS products. So what you essentially want to show to the manager is a part of your software that says, okay, while your employees are doing all these things, our software is doing all this for them to make them more productive and make sure they do the right things, and we're going to streamline everything. At the same time, behind the scenes, we're going to ensure you get visibility and controls in terms of the overall workflow that we're delivering as part of this SaaS offering. Now, this comes in a few different ways, right? You might be asking, well, what do I show for visibility and controls? One way could just be the insights, right? A lot of great SaaS products generates insights from all the data that it collects, from the workflow, from the sync. Since you have so much data, you're in the middle of everything, you can essentially show insights. Another one, and this can come in the form of a dashboard. Another thing you can do is detailed reports. You can actually extract out detailed reports, audit logs, all kinds of things the manager really cares about because they're compensated on it, and they can dig more into it as well. Those are just 2 of the things that you can show in terms of how a manager can actually get visibility and control. And obviously there's stuff around security, audit, all these kind of things can come in over here as well that you can show as part of the demo. It all kind of goes under like, hey, look, manager, we get you too. Because your employees are going to be on this platform, because it's all centralized, you also get benefits from this as well. And that way, the second part of the decision-making process, which is the manager beyond the primary users, also have something in them, right? So for example, for Marketo, we would show how the demand gen person would actually be able to do all these fancy things and these really cool things, but we would also have the CMO dashboard. We would show what's in it for the CMO, the kind of insights they would get, the type of attribution that they would get. And that was super powerful in winning those bigger deals because we were able to show this is not just value for the demand gen team, it's actually value for the entire marketing organization. So this part of the demo is super, super important. Okay, so by now you've actually shown why you're badass for the primary user, how you're gonna make their lives 10 times better, 10 times more efficient. Then you've got the manager drooling over your platform because they want this visibility, they want this control, it's gonna make their job easier. Who's left? The person that's left is the buyer. Now, the buyer is typically not so much the person that may be using the platform or benefiting from the platform. I mean, they may benefit from it from a macro scale, but it's coming out of their budget. Ultimately, they're the ones that are writing the check, right? So for example, for ToutApp, we used to sell to sales teams, but it wasn't always the case that the VP of sales used the platform. It was the sales operations person, the head of sales development, maybe even marketing, but it still came out of the VP of sales budget. So we also have to show what is in it for the buyer. And at this point of the product demo, it really actually blurs the line from the product demo to actually the overall sales process, which is you want to bring it back and show how the product, as part of the product demo, is actually impacting their bottom line. Ultimately, people buy software for one of three reasons. Number one, they actually want to save money. The other is they want to make more money. And the third one is they want to reduce risk. So while you're in this mode of showing the product and the demo, you want to just bring it back real quick. I'm like, and by the way, because they're able to run this workflow, all these things get automated and you get these insights, you're essentially going to make more money, or you're going to save money, or you're going to reduce risk around this overall process that this SaaS platform is going to be owning. So that's my 4 principles on how to have an unstoppable demo for your SaaS product. Number 1, get into the action shot. What is the core product loop? Number 2, do the no hands mode. What does the software do on its own for the primary user? Number 3, what's in it for the manager? That's your visibility and controls. And number 4, I should actually give this a name. It's essentially go back to the enterprise value. What is the value to the enterprise that they're gonna get? Are they gonna make more money, save money, reduce risk? Those are the 3 things that matter the most, and tie that in terms of your core benefit. That's everything I have for you in terms of building an unstoppable product demo. Now, if you're building out your SaaS business and you're actually growing your SaaS business, I have one free resource for you. I put together a 5-point startup growth strategy guide specifically for SaaS business. It codifies everything that I know in terms of growing SaaS businesses into this one guide. It'll give you exactly all the steps you need to follow to create your one-page strategy for growth. It pulls together all the core principles that I teach in this channel, all into this one-page strategy that you can create for yourself. So if you want access to that, go to getunstoppable.com/strategy, or also just follow the link below. Either one works. You'll get free access to the guide, which will go much more deeper into how to grow your SaaS business. If you got value from this, be sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, I drop a video like this with actionable strategies to grow your SaaS business faster every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you get notified. I hope you got value from this video. Also, if you have a friend or a co-founder or a team member that would get value from this, please share it with them. It would mean the world to me and my team. And remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business, but when you are with us, yours is gonna be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode.